Logical Dad.
Treasure. Once upon a time, on the golden coasts of El Salvador, there were 3 adventurous friends named Max, Stacy, and Jack. They loved exploring the beach and uncovering hidden treasures that washed ashore. One sunny afternoon, as they were walking along the shore, they stumbled upon a very special discovery: a message in a bottle. The children eagerly opened the bottle and carefully unrolled the delicate piece of paper inside. The message was from Captain Walker, a brave adventurer who sailed the 7 seas. He had written this message just before his ship was sunk by some mean pirates. The message told the tale of his daring escapades. As they turned the sheet, they discovered a badly drawn map with an X that marked the spot. "Treasure!" Max shouted. Excitement filled the air, but the sun was slowly setting, and it was getting too late to embark on a treasure hunt. Max, Stacy, and Jack decided to wait until the next day to set off on their grand adventure. However, as night fell, an argument erupted among the 3 friends. Each of them wanted to keep the treasure map for themselves, fearing that the others would go after the treasure alone. Their voices grew louder, and their friendship began to fray at the edges. Just as their argument seemed never-ending, an irritable fisherman, Foss, known for his unruly rants about town, overheard their shouting. With a frustrated groan, he stomped over, shaking his head. "You kids are louder than a storm at sea. What's all this fuss about?" Foss grumbled. Max, Stacy, and Jack explained their predicament, each trying to convince Foss that they should be the one to hold on to the map. Foss sighed heavily. "You're all acting like greedy little crabs fighting over the same shell. Fine, I've had enough of this nonsense." Before they could react, Foss snatched the map and, with a swift motion, tore it into 3 equal pieces. "There," he said, handing each of them a piece. "Now you each hold a part of the map, and no one can go without the others. You either work together or you get nothing. Simple as that." The children's eyes widened in realization. Foss's solution seemed fair and logical. Without hesitation, they nodded in agreement. Foss grumbled as he walked away, returning to ranting under his breath. Humbled by Foss's words, Max, Stacy, and Jack returned home and peacefully fell asleep, dreaming of the adventures that awaited them. The next morning, with their individual map pieces tightly clutched in their hands, the friends set off on their journey to find the hidden treasure. They walked along sandy beaches, crossed ancient forests, and climbed rugged cliffs. Along the way, they encountered various challenges, but nothing matched Max's sheer determination as he marched forward paces in front. After a long and thrilling expedition, they finally reached the spot marked on the map. Excitement surged through their veins as they began digging, their hearts pounding with anticipation. But when they uncovered the treasure, they were surprised to find that it wasn't piles of gold and jewels as they had imagined. Instead, endless scribbles of what seemed to be nonsense. A random string of numbers and letters, accompanied by a collection of hand-drawn sketches from Captain Walker of his incredible voyages and the lessons he had learned about life. As they read Captain Walker's words, Max, Stacy, and Jack realized that the real treasure was the lesson they had learned along the way. The notes and sketches became cherished memories of their adventure together, reminding them of the importance of trust, teamwork, and understanding. Dear Mom and Dad, This fascinating dilemma of trust in the computer science field is referred to as the Byzantine generals problem. The term Byzantine originates from warfare in the Byzantine Empire, where armies had to coordinate attacks on a city while relying on messengers, some of whom might be traitors. If they didn't all attack together, they would fail. This mirrors a modern challenge. How can a system reach agreement when some participants might be unreliable or deceptive? In the story, the children face a similar issue. Each holds a piece of the treasure map, and the only way to succeed is by cooperating and combining their information. If one of them withholds or manipulates their piece, the entire hunt collapses. This reflects a Byzantine fault, where a system breaks down due to bad actors or miscommunication. By distributing the information, the treasure map, all the children were incentivized to work together, as that was the only path to the reward. You may have heard of Bitcoin. In 2009, it emerged as the first monetary system to reliably solve the Byzantine fault, allowing a network of independent nodes to maintain trust without a central authority. Bitcoin solves one of civilization's biggest problems: trust. And despite what the mainstream media says, Bitcoin's price is the least interesting thing about it.